Hello everyone, I am Laris and today we're gonna be checking out my base on one of the most notorious pay-to-win servers of the 21st century, Herobrine.org. I built this base over months of blood, sweat, and Milo drinks, so I might as well make a video on it anyway. Now, with that out of the way, let's jump into my base. Alrighty, now before I actually talk and show you my epic swanky base, I might as well touch on the history. Hey, this is my video, not yours. I make what does and what doesn't appear here. So a fun thing about this place is that it's actually my initial spawn point in this server. When I joined, I spawned in a flat area, and the first thing that caught my eye was a cobblestone shack. I took shelter in it and gradually built my base. I eventually destroyed that cobblestone shack for a modest quartz house which expanded and expanded until I decided to completely renovate it and turn it into an acacia loft house. Around this time, a fellow player named Nats came along and did a player warp giveaway. For your information, player warps are basically bases you can teleport to from anywhere in the world with a simple command. And it just so happened that I won his giveaway. Since my base was now a hub that anyone could teleport to from anywhere, I decided to start renovating it like crazy so it could be more suitable for larger amounts of players. I tore down structures and replaced them with roads, and I constructed new attractions and buildings. Eventually, months later, I would have this. However, problems arose when Nats did not log in 15 days, which caused my player warp to expire. But there's a twist! See this guy? His name is Musa, and he's an epic friend of mine. He offered to help me get my player warp back by asking another guy from a different server to set a warp for me. And bada bing bada boom, my warp got restored. Side note, thanks so much for doing that, dude. I really appreciate it. You're awesome. Now back to the video. And now that I've ran over every little crumble of history, I think now's the time to actually, talk about my base for once. Oh well. So I figured that we'd start here in the front entrance. So yeah, here's the front entrance. This is my flag, and these are the signs. These are glowberries. And the first thing you will see is this. This is my notice board, and that's my map art. Please buy it. So this is where you're going to spawn in if you're going to type the command to get to my base. And funny thing is, ancient debris here is really rare. It's limited. All the ancient debris here has been mined out. Anyway, let's say you spawn in here. So the first thing you'll notice is this farm tower. It's the most notable structure. You can see it from afar. I mean, it's taller than my sign. So right now, it's currently empty. So we're just going to hop in here. So this is the basement section. Ignore the hoppers. I don't know what happened to them. So this is my auto composter, and then right here, this is my cocoa farm. It's really small scale because you can just buy cocoa from the shop. So anyway, I'm just going to go upstairs. So here's my sugarcane farm. It's really small, but I don't really need sugarcane because I can just buy paper off the shop. So when the sugarcane comes, it will drop down here. It will be collected to that hopper and it will end up in this chest. And this is my nether wart farm. Yeah, it does get the job done, and so that I don't have to buy nether wart. And I don't need this much nether wart. I mean, I could sell it, but mostly I often just keep this as is because there's quests in this server that want you to break nether wart. And the final level is this. This is the melon farm. So I have melons here that are ready to be harvested. Again, I only keep these for quests, but this farm tower is mostly useless, and I'll explain why later. And then there. So yeah, that's the farm tower. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's also a little observatory at the top. I'll show you that later. And then right here's the shop building. I haven't used this much yet. Most of the stuff here is whatever. If we go up here, this is another unused shop space. I'm just selling useless golden axes I made for a quest. So yeah, it's not used that much. I'm not sure what else to do with it. But anyway, and the centerpiece is this little fountain I made. It's really nice, and I think it accentuates the place really well because you have a little water fountain, and at the top there's like this rainbow beacon, which is another landmark. We're going to continue on Main Avenue. So right here, ignore the signs, they're broken for some reason. So right here on both of your sides we have spawner towers. So right here you have hostile spawners, and right here you have passive mob spawners. So let's say for example if I go up here, boom, a chicken just spawned. Yay, I can have free food. And here, actually one thing I forgot to mention is those spawners that you get from the server, they spawn no AI mobs. So even if I stand right here, they won't kill me, which is nice. So I'm just gonna hop down. Oh no, that's up. That's up. Okay, never mind that. I'm just gonna go down. Whee! Speaking of which, if you hear something, that's background noise. Anyway, so here I have lava cauldron, which is trash disposal. So I can put stuff in there. And this is the underground roller coaster. I'll show you that later. This is the Starbucks. It's really nice. I expanded it a month ago, maybe. And as you can see, it's pretty cozy. I try to emanate the feel of a Starbucks. And here we have food dispensers, but oh, they work. Oh, okay. I thought they didn't work because the last time I used them, they didn't work. So we have chairs here. We have a little bookshelf with a candle. And then another nice thing is there's also a basement section. And yeah, it has chairs and whatnot. Pretty nice. And then here we have the little bathroom, which is pretty much standard in every Starbucks. There's nothing here. I want to put some armor stands here, but I just don't feel like it. Now we're here. This is the north exit. This goes to the world border, just 500 blocks away. So next we're in Buffalo Bunch Way, which is named after one of my favorite artists, the Buffalo Bunch from Crydomore. So this is where my pets hang out. Hello there. And then this is Dustin. I think you can guess who this guy's named after. So this is the Wave Park. It's mostly just a filler structure I made so that I wouldn't waste space. I might destroy this soon, who knows. And this is the rentable farm. It's pretty big. It's made out of bone blocks, which you can easily get from the shop. We have lots of wheat here. This is mostly intended to be used in quests where you need to harvest XYZ amount of stuff. We have beetroots, carrots, and potatoes. And then when we go up, we have melons, which is nice. Right here, this is the bridge to the hostile spawners. So this is the netherwart floor. It's pretty huge, actually. I like it. So we're just going to go down. And then here, this is the final building on Buckethead Alleyway, Museum of Map Art. So this is my collection of map arts. Oh yeah. Oh, delete that. That's a scammer. Ignore that. I mostly just buy these map arts from map art stores. This is my map art, if it couldn't be obvious. Yeah, I'm an artist. Follow me on Instagram, please. And right here, this is the residential wing. Currently, I don't have enough space yet to expand this claim, so it's just unused right now. And that's the studio where I record stuff sometimes. You have seen it in the intro. No! No! Why do people keep opening the freaking door? Oh, come on, that's my bees! Anyway, this is my XP grinder. And right here, we have a little hangout spot. And here, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have my sword in me. So you can fight monsters for XP. If you notice, the floor is made of trapdoors. That's because this has an anti-AFK system. So every 5 minutes, these trapdoors will open. It will also play a nice tune. It will also play a little song. This is my favorite French house song, Venus Sunshine People by Cheek. Also, I can turn the mob grinder off if I ever need to. And right here is authorized personnel only. And I mean, yeah, I'm gonna show you the inner workings of this place just for y'all. This is the redstone that controls the closing and opening, and this is the redstone that controls the trapdoors. And then right here, under here, that's the musical contraption I made that plays Venus Sunshine People. And then this is the actual part of the anti-AFK system. And then you might have noticed this little scaffolding, and we're going to go up that as well. And when you open this door, you can see the spawners that Oh, it's daytime now. Nice. Right over here, we're going to go to Barcelona Parkway. So, this is my house. I think I've already shown this before. But, so this is mostly my original design. I just really like this overgrown, lush part. And this is the enchanting room. And this is where my pets used to be until I put them in the pet building. This is a build idea that was showcased in Skip the Tutorials videos. I liked it. It's a really nice centerpiece. And then this is my small furnace array. I don't really use this much because I have a super smelter in the storage. And then up here, this is my journal. And then a nice fireplace. And then this is my ender chest. And then this is my little balcony where I can stare at my city. I'm going to go into the basement later. So we're just gonna go down here. Gonna exit this place. And then here is the entrance to the basement, which I said we're going to take a look at later. So I have some residents here. This one is owned by Dark_Gus_ever. This is the second south entrance. The main entrance is right over there where we entered. And then right here is the iron farm building. Right here, we have iron ingots and a lot of puppies. Anyway, we're gonna hop over here. This is my friend Kevin's base. It's been a quite long time since he has logged in here. And then, yeah, this is just my house, mostly my house. We have a little hot tub here. Ooh, steamy. And then, we have a infinite water source here, but I mean, you can just take it from the hot tub anyway. This is Cassius Way. I think you know who's that named after. Of course, it's French house related. So we're going to hop into the basement. Yes, there's so many basement entrances. So this is my storage. I have ender chests here. This is where I store all my stuff, my building materials. Here I have the mob drops. So ender pearls, leather, stuff like that. And this is more like the miscellaneous stuff. And then here we have dyes and minecart related stuff. And then right here we have the custom enchants. And then here we have free to use anvils. And then here I also have like little workstations. And then yeah. So we're going to go back here. This is the basement of my house. So it's pretty empty right now. Here we have a super smelter. It's a super smelter. Yeah, it's a bit haphazard and really cramped, and again, those funky hoppers. I don't know what's up with that. Put your fuel here, it will be picked up by the hopper minecarts, and you put your items to smelt here. It's really cramped because this was not a planned addition. So I might as well touch on what's here. This is the inner workings of my roller coaster. It's pretty haphazard too. I keep this door closed at all times. And right here is the second basement. Here we have a little aquarium, nice, and then here we have cake. And I'm actually hungry right now, so I'm gonna eat some cake. Yum. Here we have Steven the Strider. It's named after Steven Universe if it wasn't obvious. This is where my axolotls live. Really nice. Chilling like that one French house song, obviously. And this is the honey bar. And nice thing about this place is that you can sit in it, which is really nice. So we have this little DJ booth here. I'm pretty sure I can play some nice French house tunes with that. And then we're gonna go up. Whoop! And we're back in the surface. The underground roller coaster, I haven't explained this yet. So I'm just gonna show you a demonstration of this. Plop the minecart there. No! I'm busy recording. This is the roller coaster. I built it as another attraction, more like a tourist attraction kind of thing. This is a bell. It's pretty rare. I heard they sell for like 100,000 in-game currency. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention was I have a mine. And the funny thing is, this is also connected to a mine shaft. I walk down here, so there's a mine shaft here. It's broken because I use this to farm moss. And this is the ice highway to what do you want? This is the ice highway. Oh no. Come on. Just get the freaking there. Nice. Oh, come on. You're so... Turn there. Oh my god. It's so laggy. What's going on with my game? Wait, am I heading down the wrong way? Oh, you know what? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I honestly don't care anymore about this place. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. So yeah, that's pretty much my base. I don't know if there's anything more I have to explain. The next thing I want to show you are these little bridges or skyways as I prefer to call them. They essentially connect a lot of the high-rise buildings in here. So let's say for example I hop into this passive spawners building, I can hop into the hostile spawners building, or I can go to the rentable farm, or if I hop in here to the Enderman floor, hey guys, so I can go to the farm tower to this really nice skyway thing. So another thing I have here is the observatory thing. No, I need to get up there. It's an observatory here. Nice. So you can see the awesome views. Yeah, it's really nice. That's the sign. What I really like about it is that I put little redstone lamps up there, so whenever it turns nighttime, it stays visible. So this place has a boat dock, so plop it there. Boom. So here I have, you just go here in the boat tunnel. It's like you're boating in a sewer. Okay, go right here and then here. Most bases often just cut off rivers entirely. I decided not to do that. Instead, make this river passageway. If you're on boat and you pass upon my base, you don't have to like disembark and then re-embark on the other side. You can just boat through it, which is really nice. So anyway, this is the boat dock. If you just leave it here, there we go. And then you can go up here and then up here, which is nice. And then right here, this is the studio. I have this little green screen. Yeah, I'm just gonna plop. I made this place to feel like a real studio. It's a bit chaotic, yes, but I think I like it that way. And I think that's all I have to say about this place. So I'm just gonna go head back to the studio and make the outro. So, did you enjoy the video? Did you like my base tour? If you said no to all of these questions, I have one more thing you might like.
Don't play Richard Blaisdell because I recorded for something.
Oh my god, he really was doing it. But let's just say, I forgot.
You shouldn't stop right there. That's a sunshine people. You've been released by Defective Records in 2017.